Bonjour, it's April with the Possible Diet, and this morning, this afternoon, I'm going to be making an omelet that was inspired by Outlander. I'm a little obsessed. I watched seasons 1 through 4 on Netflix and then season 5 on Stars, and then now I'm listening to book 6. And in the beginning of book 6, Claire has an omelet for dinner. And I was like, oh, that sounds delicious. Like she had all these fillings in it. And so I have eggs all the time, dinner, lunch, breakfast, like especially when you're trying to keep your protein high and your carbs low. Don't be afraid to have eggs for dinner. So I'm making an omelet inspired by Claire's dinner omelet. And you need a lot of butter for an omelet. This is a tablespoon. You want to get that heat pretty high. And then, so you really want to use a nonstick pan for an omelet. The fillings that I'm using in this omelet were, according to the book, she said salt pork, asparagus, mushrooms, and cheese and spring onions. And so I found asparagus at the store and I've sauteed that. I'm keeping it warm up here on low. I've sauteed that with some leftover bacon I had and some tree oyster mushrooms. I didn't know what kind of mushrooms I should buy, but I've also been watching The Chef Show with Roy Choi and Jon Favreau, and they just made a Hangtown fry, which is like an oyster egg scramble. So I thought that would be a nice combo. So these are 3 eggs that I have scrambled. I didn't add water. I didn't add cream, just plain old eggs. And then now that this butter is toasty, I'm going to put this in here. And I watched several Julia Child, Jamie Oliver, sorry, Uncle Roger, and Jacques Pepin videos on YouTube about eggs. And they say that as soon as it hits the pan, you should kind of start stirring the omelet to cook up the eggs on the bottom, which I have never done. I've always, I guess, been making my omelets wrong. Usually I make scrambles, not omelets, but I decided to get a little fancy here. And Julia actually, she just like shakes it around in a non-stick pan. That's how she rolls. And so once it starts to set, you put your fillings in. Doesn't that look beautiful? Look at how beautiful that looks. You put your fillings in and continue to cook that bottom, I guess. And then I've shredded Gruyere cheese. They probably did not have Gruyere in colonial America. I don't know, maybe they did. But when I went to the store, the guy that I was talking to said, yep, that's a pretty good cheese for an omelet with the ingredients that you're talking about. What I loved was when I was watching the Julia Child videos, she was like, how would you like dinner in a minute? And I was like, yeah, this is dinner in a minute. And then she says that you kind of get it to the bottom, fold a third over like that. And then she said, I don't know if I can do this, guys. She said that you kind of fold the omelet. Oh, so close. Fold the omelet over itself. Sure, I didn't do that right. Look at that. Dinner in a minute. Well, like 2 minutes and 49 seconds, but that's not bad. Enjoy.